Hello everyone, JT Muscle here, your local realtor. Welcome back to the channel. And so yesterday's video was a complete mishap. I recorded a whole video about this new microphone that I got and ended up not having it connected properly, so it actually didn't record anything. So it was an epic fail. So I did what most guys do after they mess up, then they read the instructions. And so I think, hopefully, it's working now, and this is new audio, so this should sound better than my previous videos because there's it's a new mic and there's a lot of wind right now and there's cars driving by, so this is great because this will let me know if it sounds better. And if you can let me know, I would appreciate it. Drop a comment below and just say, hey, it sounds better, or hey, it sounds worse, because if it doesn't sound any better, then I'm going to return it. But anyway, let's get into today's video. So today's Friday and Father's Day is on Sunday. So I want to take a second, and any fathers that are watching this video, I just want to tell you, you're doing a great job. And I just lost my damn hat, blooper. But I lost my damn hat. Are you kidding me? But anyway, you're doing a great job. As a father myself, I understand it is super difficult to take and raise a child. I have two boys, so I'm a father squared, but I understand. But just know this, it's tough, but you're gonna get through it. We all do, and we just do the best that we can. So, with that being said, I wanted to talk about in this video how to balance your fitness with, go this way here, so hopefully my hat doesn't blow away, but how to balance your fitness goals and working out and things like that with also family life and raising kids. Because let's be honest, it can sometimes be tough from multiple aspects, not just the working out aspect, but a lot of times with kids, that means you have a lot of snack foods, right? I know my house, there's a lot of snack foods that I can't eat, obviously, especially because I'm doing low carb, but I can't eat these foods. And I have graham crackers, and I have, what else do we have? There's like chocolate muffins. My son is obsessed with chocolate muffins, and I'm obsessed with chocolate muffins. But anyway, just so there's a lot of junk food. And then also just getting to the gym, like, especially like on the weekends. You have to, if you have kids, you probably have birthdays, like especially if they're in like any type of daycare or school, every month, every weekend, you're at a different birthday party, it seems like. So, that's going to cut into your gym time. Plus, like right now, we have a 9-month-old. My wife and I want to go to the gym. Well, who's going to watch the baby? Are we going to get a babysitter to go to the gym? Are we going to leave it in I know some gyms have daycare, but it's like 9 months old, or does the wife go one day and then or go first and then I come and go, and it's like now we 4 hours of our day to working out, so it's tough, and I get it. So I want to go over some things that you can do to, just do the best that you can while you have kids. So one thing that I've definitely been doing, and especially because I have a newborn, so we have like a playroom. I'm sure you have some area in your house where, the kids play, especially if they're younger. And what I do during that time is, while I'm interacting with the kids, a lot of times you'll just sit there and play on your phone. Well, put the phone down, and unless you're watching my video, then make sure you watch the video and drop a like on it. But instead of sitting there just on your phone, use this time to knock out push-ups, sit-ups. Like you could do like full body, like lunges. Like for your legs, you could do stretches. You know, stretch. Most people, they sit all day, so their hip flexors and all their legs. Like I saw a thing that said like 7 out of 10 people cannot touch their toes. And I know it's difficult for me because, you know, I sit a lot driving and at my office. So like I get it. That's one of the reasons why I like to do this walk, to kind of keep my legs fresh. But use this time to stretch. Use this time to, you know, get a little cheapo pull-up bar and go knock out, you know, 10 pull-ups. I mean, what does that take? 30 seconds? But try to do 50 a day. Guarantee you do 50 a day, you're gonna start to develop some muscle on your back. So that's one way that you can just take and incorporate, you know, while you're at the house, just work that in. And if you work out, still keep doing that. Just add this in, like 100 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, 50 pull-ups, like a couple minutes, you know, I mean, you're just going to be sitting there anyway, okay? Another thing you can do, obviously you can take your kids for a walk. Like a lot of times you want to get them out of the house and put them in a stroller, and then you're pushing something. We have a wagon. So I put both kids in there with the car seat, and I push that thing, and it's a lot harder than just walking because you also have that resistance. So you can get the walks in with the kids. The other thing you can do, and this is, you know, if they're smaller, younger, newbornish type thing, is, I feel like my hat's going to blow away, is use them as a weight. Lift them up and down. Do that for 15, 20 times, you know. You could take and do squats. You could use basically the baby or whatever as a dumbbell. Like, it's going to be interacting. My son loves it. He laughs the whole time. But try to do, you know, 20 of those a couple times a day. Guarantee you're going to feel it all in your shoulders and everything. You're going to take it and you're going to feel it. The other thing you can do is obviously take and watch what you eat. Don't eat all the junk food that's going to be all over. So make sure that you have your healthy options. And one thing I started doing, because this hat's going to blow away, I can tell. One thing I started doing, because I'm the only one in my house doing carnivore, right? So I'm the only one not eating any carbs. But what I found is when we come home from work, when my wife comes home from work, I got the kids and all that, it's very difficult to feed one baby the bottle, get, you know, chicken nuggets or whatever the other one's going to eat, get that ready, get my wife's meal ready, salmon or whatever she's having, and then also try to take and make my meal. Like, it doesn't work. Who's feeding the baby? You know what I mean? So what I just started doing is, which also helps with the cravings, I eat my dinner, a big old steak, hamburger meat, whatever it is I'm doing. I do that before I even pick the kids up, right before. So when they come home and they're ready for, you know, all their snacks and foods I can't eat, I just ate like 1.5 pound steak or something. So I'm full. So it's very easy to be like, nah, I'm not going to swipe some of my kids' chips or whatever because I just ate this large meal. The other thing that's really good for is, because I'm eating early, I don't eat usually for the rest of the night. I kind of get my fasting hours in, you know, instead of eating, you know, let's say you eat dinner at 7 or 8. Well, I'm eating dinner around 5. So I already got 2-3 hours on you if I, you know, versus eating at 8. So plus when you go to bed, you don't have food in your stomach still. And I found that it helps better with sleeping and things like that. The other thing you can do is, if your kids are into sports, for example, my son, he's into t-ball, and I volunteered to be a coach. Because here's the reality of it. I have to go there every week and take and sit there and watch him play, right? Well, I'm not obviously burning any calories there. So while I'm there, sure, I'll be a coach. I move around. I'm playing with the kids. Plus, it makes you feel good. You're teaching these young kids to be active. At least, it made me feel really good. But get involved. That's another way that you can take and incorporate some type of fitness into into, you know, your daily routine, you know, when you have kids. And the reason why I say this is, one, it's going to help you. Like, let's say you miss a day at the gym, but you still did 100 push-ups, you still did, you know, 20, 30 minutes of kind of circuit training, you know, maybe have some cheap dumbbells or something. You still did something, you know, and it's going to be better than not doing anything at all. But then also, when I'm doing push-ups and I'm surrounded by my sons, they see me working out. They see that exercise is important, because one of the things about being a father is teaching your sons that, hey, you need to be active. My son, I have these little push-up like handles that I use. And, you know, so when I get done, I'd be like, all right, you try one. And sometimes we do push-ups together. And, you know, I teach him about form and how to do it correctly. You know, and I mean, obviously he's not doing 100 push-ups, but, you know, it's just a bonding type thing that you can do. Teach him that exercise is important. So you just have to look at your schedule, your lifestyle, age of your kids, your family, you know, how your weekends typically go and things like that. Swim in the pool. That's a great way. When you're there, instead of just sitting there bobbing around, you know, try to just swim in place. Like, just tread water. Do that for 15 minutes, nonstop. Tell me how you feel, right? And meanwhile, you're playing with your kids, and that kind of distracts you. You know, you're watching the kids, you're playing, you got music going. You don't realize you just did 15 minutes of treading water, and your abs are sore the next day. Like, you'll see. But anyway, so do the best that you can. Teach your kids that exercise is important. 1 in 2 Americans, adults, 1 in 2 Americans are pre-diabetic or diabetic. And we are severely obese. And it's because we feed our kids garbage, and we don't encourage them to exercise. We encourage them to play on their iPad so they're quiet. We're dropping the ball as fathers if that's what we're allowing our kids to do every day. Get out, play baseball, go for a walk, teach them to do a push-up, make it fun and exciting, and just help your kid live a healthy life. And then you lead by example, and you guys will motivate each other, all right? But anyway, have a great Father's Day. To my dad, I love you. Thank you for everything you've always done and always being there. And hopefully we get together this Sunday, and let's cook a big old steak and drink a nice beer. Cheat day. But anyway, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, do your push-ups, have your son do it with you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.